And Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened. Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set, first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for space. It's Sanders. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's loose down the left side. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Touch pass on the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Cook. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
I love the 3rd down aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't connect a costly turnover on down.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions on it.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Sellers. They're bringing heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down. Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now improvising. He's going to fire to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Trying play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Carolina, 14. Missouri, 7.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, South Carolina.
We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on third down. If he doesn't get it, fourth down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want to go for it.
Power football with the run. He stopped again. They went right back to him, and he still found no running room at all.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
Quarterback checking off. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Woo, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air, it's Sellers. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this thing. One-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving. Lets it fly. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and pushing and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Starts to scramble to the left. Makes a connection. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Nice move there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this this offense. They go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To throw, it's Cook. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Third down play from the gun. On the run, still looking. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Moving out to the right. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
14.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll start this drive with an end around. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires on the move. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
South Carolina, 21. Missouri, 14.
The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football.
Snags it on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Missouri gets to the line quickly. On second down, he's looking downfield. Steps away to find some room. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the David. Finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game offensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Using his feet. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. A run for the quarterback. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Apparently some confusion as the offense calls the timeout. It's their first of the half. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. Oh, it's loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
28, Missouri, 21.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Coming after it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Cook. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Got enough space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Gamecocks will try to run off the clock in the final minute. They'll run the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He'll take it himself. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. He was hoping for